Okay, so sales portion.
Mm-hmm.
So the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, have you created an opportunity yet?
No.
Okay, so
Oh, you're recording?
I'm recording all
Okay,
this
good.
and I'll send you the video.
Thank you.
Okay, so everything we quote starts with an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So usually this isn't really this is the job name. So Smith Road, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a builder, sometimes we put his name in there.
Mm-hmm.
So Easton is someone we work for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, tag. This is, if this is cottage,
Mm-hmm.
condo, whatever.
Okay.
We don't really keep track of that. The address is, it'll self-populate Fairview Street.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it'll fill all that in. This is our first bid. If the bids keep going back and forth, our bids are always actual. We don't really give budgets, but it has the option for budgets.
Mm-hmm.
Projected revenue. Okay, so let's say 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
The reason we put that in is so that energy, if we're trying to figure out what possible jobs can come in 3-4 months out,
Mm-hmm.
it'll take these numbers and try and figure it out. So, if it's a builder that we've been doing lots of work for and we get most of their jobs, we put our win probability of 80%.
Mm-hmm.
If it's someone we never get jobs with, then just put it down at 20%. Margin, we're always trying to 30%. I don't even know what this is, but I don't really use it. Priority, high, medium. This is supply and install, supply only, service only. So it should always supply only. Winning competitors. So if we are competing against somebody and we want to know who it is, who keeps beating us or whatever, you can put that in there. Bid date. So if you're bidding today, put that in. First delivery date. It's always good to know that. So if that's out in November, it's good to know that. Plan date, spec date. Those are more when we receive the drawings and everything. So this is important. Substantial completion, they want it by. And then I don't really use this because we only have sort of one sort of standard construction. So if you think it's going to take you 50 hours to bid the estimate, put that in there. This is who's doing the estimate. So Val does most of our estimates. Estimator. Oh, that's not even in there. Okay, let's put Megan. And then this would be you. Okay. And you would be the owner. And if you want to assign it to somebody to quote, to do the estimate, you can just do Val. This is something we don't, we're not that religious about. Okay, so this is an important area, I find. Here, all the information is there. I don't have any custom fields, the beds, all that. The sheets, I like uploading the sheets. Val and I do our estimating completely differently. I'll show you how I do mine versus Val, and we're going to try and do it all through the software soon. So project team is very good sort of it's very good to use it because you can assign. So let's say Easton Homes. Okay, so let's say the architect is Julia Namus. Okay, so once you have those, it'll give you names to pick here. So these are the contacts for those companies. It's nice having this because if I now go to either one of these names in our contacts, so let me just go here, contacts. So if I go to any of those names in our contacts, which is an energy, and I wish everybody would fill them out because it would be very good for us. It would tell you the average project size, all of that.
Yes, okay.
And 360 will give you, all the jobs we've quoted for them, all the jobs we've won, all the jobs we, so you can see, we won there, we quoted, all of that stuff. So you can do lifetime sales, total lifetime bids. So it does give you all sorts of, your win rate, all of that. So it's kind of good. Sorry, let me go there again. And then here, if we had filled in everything for Val and Megan never filled that portion of it in. So if they filled in that portion of it, it would show you here, like in this screen, all of the jobs in there that we've worked with them.
Okay, I see.
So, so I find this part very important, and I think everyone should be doing it. So, sheets. This is where I upload drawings. Nobody's probably shown you this part of the program.
No.
So the drawings get uploaded, and what happens is that the drawing numbers have to be unique, like D05 and all that. So what happens is that I apply that. It'll read and put the name there. Every time those drawings get revised and you scan it in, it'll ask you, do you want to, which one's the most recent drawing? You mark it, but then you have a whole history.
Oh,
you can go back and back and back and back. So I posted that. So okay, so they've been posted. Val and Megan really like attaching the files on their own without, so they usually put them in here. I like to have them in sheets for two reasons, so I'm going to show you why. Tasks, if you need somebody to get a quote for some metal or glass or whatever, create a task. So you can just go, need price for glass, and you can assign it to whoever you want. So it could be go to Gord or whoever. So let's just.
What if you need to attach a drawing to the task so they know?
Okay, so let's go to RFIs here. So create an RFI. So here you can say I need okay, so that's the name of your RFIs. You can, is it going to increase the cost, drop the cost, or whatever, or nothing? Usually unknown. So here, what will happen is that we can go top-notch cabinets, and then it'll give everybody that's available. So Robert, okay, and I can write, description here, and then I can go here, and I can go here and drag and drop it on the drawing. Okay, so here you are, you can pick anything, or you can just go other and go need price. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is so that's going to create it. You can CC yourself and email. So it's asking you if you want to email the person that you put here. So yes, it's emailing me. So it gets submitted. So let's go here and go to my emails. And this is what they see at the other end. This is exactly, so I need a price per class, blah, 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 blah. They can see the drawings there. And then they can go here. They don't even need to go to energy. They can just click on that and put an answer in.
Oh.
And that's anybody. They don't need a login for energy. So you can just write, $5,000, let's say. And you can put an attachment to quote whatever, and done. So you can see it's uploading it. Okay, so let's go to here. So I'll go to energy, and if I go to my RFIs, it shows as an answer. So if I go in here and go to the answers, there it is. Oh, there it is, answers,
Okay.
$5,000. And any attached files. It's a great place to keep on top of stuff, I find. Like I've used it a lot, you can see. And I send it to suppliers or designers and just saying, I need more clarity here. So I find that's very useful. And then once you're done with an RFI, so let's go to this one, you just close it. But you could always go back to it and see it. So let's go back to opportunities. Okay, so RFIs and project team. Project team is I think very important. I think it will help you down the road. So, and the next thing is, and you've never, they don't use this enough, but we're going to start. So, and in here too, you can just go, this is the person you contact for billing,
Okay, so you put the name.
You can put that, or this is the person you contact for deliveries, so you can go project manager, owner, designer,
Contact
site
person.
super, yeah. So that way, you know, if there's many people in the project and Carolyn's like, oh, who's the super? Well, it's there, right? So that's very useful. And then, so I did scan that. I scanned that document in, the drawing. So that drawing is right here. Okay. So here you can. Here we can. What's the scale here? Half inch. Okay. So if I've got a huge set of drawings, you know what, let me see if I can find a good set so I can demonstrate to you exactly how I use this. So. Okay, so go back to I'm gonna okay, here's a pretty decent sized job. Oh shit. Didn't mean to. Didn't mean to import those. It won't take duplicate numbers. Okay. This one hasn't numbered them correctly. Okay. So go here. pricing that needs to be done is that they need to be scaled.
She never came. Where do you
Okay.
want me to put it?
Just leave it.
On my desk?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, so every project has locations. So go to my locations. I go, okay, kitchen. Say. So this is the kitchen. So what I do is I put all my locations in. Okay. Already got quite a lot of stuff in there. And what happens here is that I use this and I just highlight all this stuff. And then what it does is that I'll pick so I can specify everything here down to all the details, and we're getting there. Like, we want the pricing to be more much more accurate. So, and we want everybody to be able to do it. So you can price per item, you can price per linear foot, you can price. And then if you've got custom items, you can just say, okay, I have a custom item, call it 1 by 1 by 1, and it's a one-time fixed price. And you can just say, hey, every time I put this in, it's $5,000. Yeah, Jeremy?
Sorry to interrupt. I'm going to send you a task just because that way you don't forget after, with whatever you're doing. But the only piece I need for that kitchen is the flyover piece. Everything else I'm able to get together. So I'll send you a task to program that flyover piece.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so I'm going to save all this. I think maybe I'm getting a bit ahead here. So this is where it'll start pricing it. It'll start listing all the cabinets, the room that they're in. You know how at first I did the location. So if you if you highlight the drawing as to this is the kitchen, this is the powder room, you can just keep putting products into those highlighted areas, and it'll just give you a huge list down here.
Okay.
So, and then this can be then exported into a quote.
Okay.
So, and then, so I've just shown you how to do opportunities. So once your project gets going, it's very important that, you know, your project, Carolyn will usually move it from opportunity to a project. So she'll create it into a project. That your procedure would be to, right now we've got a quote in Quotient. Has Val shown you that?
No.
No? So anyway, so let's say you get a job, you now give it to Carolyn and say, yeah, we've got this job. She will now convert it into a project. Your responsibility will be to go into that project and create a work order for each and every room. So let's, I don't know, let me pick a project here. Okay, so work orders. So work orders is the main thing that runs our business here. So create a work order. I want the room name, kitchen. There's two types of work orders. No, sorry, it's always production. And there is two primary work orders. If the kitchen doesn't need any finishing, then it's primary, no finishing. Otherwise, it's just primary. Okay. This is important, your anticipated ship date, because everything works back from that date. So please be somewhat accurate. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So that's your anticipated work day. So grand total. So you quoted $18,000. Let's say. Our margin is 30%, so that's what it should cost us to build. Okay. You can set whoever as the owner. You don't need to assign anything. You don't need to do team lead. You don't need to do any of this stuff. Here's where you would write instructions for anything that's special. So I'm going to create this work order. Okay. So this is what you'll get. So here's your work order. So these are all the dates that we need to hit to meet that deadline, roughly. Okay. So inside this work order, you will have custom fields, and I particularly like this one. This, you can put the finish, white, pink grade, tape, edge tape is important, match cabinets or match box. Construction type, is it frameless, square face frame, beaded face frame, or custom? And here's a drawer style. So we have dovetail, maple, birch, walnut, white oak, Vienna or graphite and white, scala, ice, stone, silver, and then melamine. Okay, so any of that stuff you can fill out. Quantity of sheets, that's not for you, that's for the engineers. And this you don't do anything on. Job costing you won't do anything on. If you do, let's say, have a certain material that needs to be spec'd or whatever, you can go into the library to see if we have it and then assign it to the job. So, and then
Where's the library?
so you go to materials, and then you can go here, add materials, and here's your library. So you can go through different types of glass. You can go through all our edge tape, all our sheet goods. So these are, you can search by brand. So Ager. Oh, sorry. You can search by manufacturer, Ager, So that'll give you a whole of acres products that we carry or in our system. You can search by grass slides. You can search by Salici. This one is probably one you'd use a lot. This is all our lighting. What else? CanMac. If you want to see what finishes we've made before, you can go in here and see all of those. Iron Mountain. You can search for it too. So everything's in here, pretty much. And then what you would do is add that material to your job. So if you went in here and said, hey, I'm going to add this material to this job, but it just sits there so that's just telling the engineer this is the material that's being picked, and then when he's figured out how many he needs, he just moves it into this column. Okay. This moving it, so there's different workflows. Everything in project starts at the drafting level. So that is where it's sort of, that's the waiting room, but as soon as you're done with it and it is, being drafted, so you can assign that to Jessica, client review. I like using these because it shows me where the job is at. And then finally, ready for engineering. So you can see who's responsible for each one of these, right? So ready for engineering, you don't even have to assign it to me. That's my workflow. I move everything out of there once it's been placed in there. So once it goes there, then it's basically telling me that that's ready to go. So my workflow is right here. So ready for engineering, there it is. Okay, and then I just take it from there and assign it to one of the engineers, or I take it myself, and so forth. And then it just sort of moves through there. So workflows are very important. So for you as a project manager, I would open work orders by PM. Okay, so this one's good. So here, once you has Val assigned you any projects yet?
No.
No, okay. So once Val assigns you projects, what you'll see is that your name will pop up here. Oh my God, Megan's got a lot. This is all the work orders. So you can very easily go in here and just select one PM, which will be yourself, and then we will save that report for you. The one thing I always ask is that pay attention to where your jobs are. I can help you. So these are open work orders by step, which means that it's a work order just followed through all the steps. So so you can go in here and go, hey, you know what? I want to just see all the jobs assigned that I have. So go in here, and then we will say this filter is yours, and this way you can see, okay, so now you're looking at each work order. Okay, that's still in engineering, that's been assigned, so on and so forth.
So you know where exactly the
You
shop.
know exactly where it is, this is ready for the shop floor, so the cabinet maker's gonna start building it. This is on the shop floor, this is in finishing, this is ready for final assembly. So you quickly, you know, okay, great, ready for shipping, so those are ready to be shipping. This was partially shipped.
How
and
do you know, how can you tell what is, oh, it's there, oh, there,
Yeah,
right
we have a
there,
category
yeah,
that says
that is
partially
shipped.
shipped, so if he took half of it or something like that. And then here, this is everything that's being shipped, so. And then at the end of each project, we just sort of look at the material consumption and the hours. So, you know, let's say, let's see, let's take a job that's being shipped, so Cherry Hill.
You're not getting any exercise, are you?
And then she gets to a point where she knows we're heading back.
Okay, let's take a look at this.
She wants to go home.
So at any point, you can see everything that's gone into a project. So the, you know, all the sheet goods, the hardware, the finishing, all of that stuff. And then here you can say, oh my God, why did it take so long for those guys to build that? And then you can, I can go into it and just go, oh, who worked on it? Oh, okay, these guys worked on it. So a very useful tool. And then we look at this at the end of it and we just see, okay, what do we charge? What, so we charge $29,000 for this kitchen, and our total costs, grand total was about 16,000. So pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. So, so that's why we like Energy so much. I mean, this so project, oh, purchase orders. I don't know if you'll go into purchase orders. So let's go back to this project and
Good night.
Night.
bye.
I put, our sign fell off the mailbox.
Oh. So let's see. Let's go to this project here, and you're like, okay. You can go to and see every single thing we have ordered for this project. So you can go. So this is all hardware we've ordered. So if you're waiting for something to come in or something like that, it will tell you here, received.
Okay.
Okay. So these ones are closed, so you know that. So it'll tell you received or pending. If it's pending, then you don't have it. So like if I go to a more recent work order, let's say the one we're working on.
But I don't enter the purchase order, right? I just go in there to check whether stuff has been ordered.
Yeah, like, okay, so let's say you go to, okay, so let's go to this one here. So I go to this, I can go to the budget. Okay, so he hasn't, no, he hasn't put that out there yet. So. I just end up with so many tabs open. So, okay, so let me open this. No. Oh, that's why. I'm in the wrong area. Okay, let's go to this one. So if I go to budgets, here are all my materials here. So anything that is red means we don't have it in stock. So you can see, so if you're ever looking to see where your job is and maybe it's held up because the material hasn't come in, you can see it very quickly here. You know, here it needs, you know, we've got, you know, 18 of these and we have 361 on hand. you know, we need 6 board feet of that, but we've got 0 on hand, so on and so forth. So the guys at that are working at the CNC, they will quickly go into here and go, you know, okay, I can't start cutting that because I don't have this. So that's how they review all that. I think the main thing right now would be to be able to check on projects, because I know Val's going to give you a couple now, to make sure that work orders are set up properly. You know, if work order, you know, if there's a change order and the value goes up or down, then you need to update the work order value. I've set up your email in the photocopier, so you can send yourself emails very quickly. So to be able to attach drawings. Okay, so another thing here is if there's any attachments, any of these attachments, so let's say we've got drawings here, you can go here and you can create, you know, you can assign this to anyone, like if you've got a question about it, or if you want to put a note in here for the installer, you know, please start from left side, or you know, please speak to homeowner before installing this, because everything, when the job goes to site,
it gets printed.
it's printed right from here. So yes, that's important. Also, when you don't do this, but when us engineers do reviews, I put all my notes down here, and then I send them back to the engineer saying, do this, do this, do this, so they can go down the side there and just tick off all the issues, because you know, I think it's better that they know how to fix them and look for them rather than me going in there and fixing them. So that is something, you know, I'd like to do. So this job here at Goldman, you know, they really should have set everything up. So let's go to Goldman project team. Oh, fancy that. They've put everybody in. Okay, assign Goldman. Oh, they don't put him in. Drives me crazy. Okay.